New story. I want to start from scratch. I don't know why. I played like an hour of this last night. We're just gonna start from scratch. Walking lunch is the highest difficulty. Wait, what is custom? Okay, you choose. I see. This is our map seed apparently. Carved in stone means it's Iron Man. Let's go. We have a warrior, hunter, and mystic. Cowardly romantic, aloof romantic, and goofish leader. I think the boys should kiss, and then the mystic tries to keep them in line. I think that'll be the party dynamic. I find the idea of that funny. So I read all this story. There's a strange book, and there are strange creatures. They come and attack the town where our two young men live. Oh shit, I clicked on friendship. Alright, reset. It's fine. It's fine. We just have to reset. Alright, that's okay. We are playing Iron Man, so we will have to start again from scratch. Our warrior is a greedy leader. I like that. And a decisive hothead hunter and a compassionate romantic mystic. Alright, cool. Is that dialogue different? What's going on between you and Dantara? I don't know. Seems very basic to have them be in love. Oh, you gotta do it though. It's just the best story. This is me. This is basically XCOM. Essentially. Welcome to Wildermyth. We're homestanding. It's alright to breathe, Lathlock. Dantara! We can put these fires out. Come outside. Help me. Lock doesn't know. Why is no one? Oh yeah, fire? I know, sorry. Get inside, quickly. There's monsters or something. Behind the house is one. But we will fight it. I will fight it with a pickaxe. I don't know. We have to defeat a row. Am I allowed to open the box? If you mouse over it and press shift, you can see its movement range. Ooh, what's it doing over there? Wait! You can see our movement range. Diabolical. However, I have a ranged weapon. I don't. Oh my god. Wait, I've completely broken this fight. I have discovered how to defeat a singular level 0 row. Nice. This is experience. Lathlock is a greenhorn warrior who knows... When I get a kill, the next attack against me within one turn will miss. Melee attacks only cost 1 action. I don't know. I'll do that one. Then Tara is a hunter who has... I'm standing by a fire. I don't like any of these. I'm gonna take Shred, I think. I think that also said fire can't spread onto her. I don't know if that's a real thing. Bonus damage 0.7. Yo. Let's put that on our person who shoots a bow. Well, that was easier than I thought. Bring on the next one, right? We are now going to get the flames under control. We have to go rescue Varan, who is by a ruined tower in the hills. We are friends with Varan, I think. Plus 0 damage. 0.7 damage. Okay, so we have to find Varan at the old tower. Wait, the map is different. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Let's go scout this place. Oh, I wonder if I should take a second hunter because hunters are better at scouting. So Varan is hanging out in a tower. He finds a strange book which is full of strange tales. Then he writes his own tale in it of some sort because all the beasts are coming back and also it's magic, I guess. Then he develops magical powers. It's a very reasonable narrative. Is that the author of this particular bit that is underneath the title above? Oh, I guess so. By Douglas Austin. That's cute. You're going to use interfusion. So this is, there are only 3 classes, which I think is, to me, the most disappointing thing about the game. There aren't many things about the game that are disappointing. There only being 3 classes is disappointing. But this is a really cool class, so maybe it's okay. We can interfuse with objects in the environment, and then we can use them to do the thing that they are good at doing or something. So I interfused with a fireplace to make fire come out of it to kill the enemy there. Arches. Bonds with the earth and summons from seedling and silt a wondrous tree that pins surrounding enemy. When allies stand directly adjacent to an interfused object, they gain +1 bonus damage. Interfused blazes can be used to grant nearby allies fiery attacks. I deal 1 true damage to hostile creatures who enter adjacency with me, for any reason. Scales off potency. Okay. I got a Fox Quartz ring, which gives me 0.5 armor. Alright, there are more monsters, but we run out, and then we meet the people. Let's see how our party chats with each other. Varan! Varan, you alright there? Hey Varan, something happened? Yeah, I forgot you 2 were coming. I'm sorry, I just had the weirdest night and day, and last luck saved my life. Yeah, see the smoke on the horizon? That's from the town, which burned. Also, we slay monsters now. And you do magic. Wait, did I just click on something? Let's go. We fight as a group. We lean a little on our ability to strike at range. Maybe sound good? Perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. What these beasts are, where they came from, what drove them to attack the star on a storm veil, but letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. Input's absolutely welcome. It's necessary for us to all feel good about this. Sure, well. Look at my house. It's pretty simple. Kill the beast before it kills you. Or, just came out of there. If we're a methodical patient, we can fend them off at least. We're gonna go courage, because courage gives us buffs at the start of the mission, which is OP. Wait, they're all just hanging out here. Last time I had to walk in. Everything's different. I did not expect it to be different every time. I don't know, like, if I combine with that, can I even hit you? Small love cuties. Thank you for the 27 months. How are you? Hey, Casper. Lathlock will become a guardian. Meaning that I hit things if they run into me. Also, because we're standing next to each other, we get some bonus protection or something, I believe. Okay, I just need Lathlock not to die. We do that. You're admittedly not doing great at the moment, friend. Oh, also you have the ability where strike only takes one action. I'm gonna give the raccoon a wizard to shoot at. Oh, I blinded it. Nice. I will light the lamp for some reason. I don't entirely know why. So because it was blinded, it misses its next attack. This can deal a bunch of magic damage. Oh yeah! If I'm next to this, I get fire attacks because of the perk that I took. I remember now. If a character dies, are they dead? I think they got, like, wounded. Maimed. But I don't really know. So this has a Spire-like mode, which is what I mostly played last night. Or the night before? I don't remember. Last night. I'm going to put warding, which is protection against magic damage, on my warrior, who I think is the person who probably does the most tanking of damage of all sorts. Yes, I was mostly playing a Spire-like mode, in which characters dying was handled a certain way, but I don't know if it's the same way. Okay. Let's not wait to be overrun. We're a company of heroes now. We'll walk the land. We'll fight. People need us. We'll give ourselves a name and make sure it's one they will sing. Huh? We will be the Twitch chat of iniquity. I don't actually know what iniquity means. And this difficulty you'll find out soon. We are playing on max difficulty-ish. Max difficulty without extra stuff. After that, the three of them are inseparable. Rumors are rampant. Heroes are needed. The world will be flooded in sorrows, but its defenders are joined by a fire that night. Here follow the tales of the Twitch chat of iniquity. You remembered. The enemies now have Gorgons. Feels bad. So, my job is to clear all hostile sites and scout Humblevale font. I think maybe first we secure Leorander Pillar. Maybe find an item. Costs a full 35 days, huh? Great. Iniquity is the opposite of outequity. It's wicked and disgusting? Oh no. I would never say that about you, Twitch chat. Lyrander Pillar will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter. I would like... Ooh. I would like... spell threads, maybe. Probably? It is a magic tower, I guess. Oh, we get all of them. How OP. Also got a Brooch of Faith, which gives 0.7 health. To... I like my ranger. I feel like rangers die a lot. Although my wizard has the least health right now. We'll go for the wizard then. Alright. I think it is reasonable to go recruit another person, probably. Let's go. It means not equal. Unbelievable. I found a hot-headed romantic. Gotta recruit a hot-headed romantic. Are you kidding? Are you really looking for fighters, or did you just want an excuse to hit the tavern? Come on, you don't like the idea of an underling? Plus, I'd like some extra help starting conversations when you and Varan are doing that awkward silence thing. The stars were beginning to come out by the time they got back into Streamvale proper. Good thing we got in when we did. Looks like most people are still out and about. We can knock out this errand sooner rather than later. Wait, you're back already? You wiped them out that quickly, or you didn't give up, did you? What do you take us for? Good, that would have been distressing news. Actually, we're back because we're looking to expand the company. What about you? You look valiant. You could probably fight with that thing in a pinch, right? Probably. Defeating a Gorgon menace or two would certainly get the butcher's son's attention. And there's not a lot else keeping me here right now. It's the season when a young woman has to figure out what to make of her life. And this season has brought a lot of changes. Can't argue with you there. Would be good to have the help. We've learned a bit out in the wild so far, and we can have someone get you up to speed. Let's train our hot-headed romantic as another warrior. And prepare our recruit. Using everybody makes it cost 30 days instead of 70 days. Yeah, but there's also... yeah, I think it's fine. Gorgons are infesting the tile and may ambush groups of 2 or fewer heroes. We have a warrior. Lyrian leaps up the 2 tiles in order to intercept a foe who passes nearby, performing a reaction strike. I think I like this one. As a swift action, Lyrian can enable disable Stalwart, which grants +3 armor and warding, but reduces speed by a half. I'm pretty sure that's pretty good. Alright. Is there stuff we can craft? Do we have any resources? We have an ingot, a hide, and a spell thread. Is there stuff I can craft with that? Looks like no. This requires 2 spell threads and heartwoods. Let's start wandering and do some stuff then. Let's go. What if we didn't send you? Could I send like 2 people here and 2 people there? But Gorgons can ambush groups of 2 or fewer heroes. So what if I did 1 person here? 50 days to complete. Alright, we'll just travel as a party. It's fine. Calamities. Your enemies advance their plans over time. The monsters all got stronger. It's terrible. Whoosh. Holding on? Ugh, yeah. The heights of Lancius Hills are bald, barren places crowned with wind-shorn rocks. Arid and unlivable, they nonetheless make attractive vantage points from which to view the land. Ooh. What a friendly wind, not the bracing kind you want at your back. Arbitrary, was the trail warden's word. Get what he meant now. Worst part's the dust. Got it all up in my nose. Hmm? Oh. You want to see this for yourself, Dentara? Found something unexpected. It's a creature's crumpled remains resting in the shade between boulders. The bones are maggot clean. Looks sort of like a draw. He must have been a young one, adventurous, soft-scaled, given to flying too high or too low. Is it strange to feel sorry that he met such a glorious death? Wings are still intact. But then we should probably be on guard, huh? Where there's one, there's some others. That's a saying I've probably heard. Actually, I think it's the opposite. I think if there were others, this one would have been found. Who knows? Could have found it and left it. Those who are granted wings, they're considered special, aren't they? I doubt they'd just leave him here to, well, it's a pretty universal custom, I think, honoring their dead. It's in a moment of quiet that the dirt at their feet begins to swirl. The breeze picks up. It's a sharp but powerful gust whipping and wailing among the peak stones. And then abruptly it dies down. They rub away the dust that covers their eyes and look around. Wind trying to nudge us along. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, how hard's flying? Plus Draven wings. Wait, what? We'll build a small fire out of the wind. Let's burn him in his wings. No. We're not gonna... No. No, we gotta get our Draven wings. This sounds sweet. Not like he's gonna miss them. Just a pile of bones, after all. Carefully, they loosen the straps that tie the wings to their wearer. That's it, simple enough. A wingwright, a dreamer, dreaming out all this out of hide and birchwood. Huh? Who are you saying? It's a few jostled bones later, and they're able to pull the flight harness free. Which one of us, then? What I'm thinking is... I mean, Dentara is the one who wants it. They returned the way they came, reaching the trail warden's camp by nightfall. He came back with wings! Gusts were high, otherwise the land was quiet. I sure did come back with wings. That is true. What do they do? Draven wings. This is a transformation. I get more speed. Cool. I actually can't build a station because I don't have any legacy points. I wonder how I get more legacy points. Oh well, let's go here. Cool wings, thank you. Lancewood has been revealed. I found Kaon's Beacon and a Strength 5 thing. Lurking Morthagi. Sorry, is this another thing I can assault that's different? Assault Lurking Morthagi, Assault Kaon's Beacon. Oh, so I can do both of these fights. But it's occupied by Lurking Morthagi. I am confused. I can't do both of these fights. They're both the same fight, I think. I think they're both the same fight. Alright, let's go! We're having to pay legacy points for building. Could be a difficulty thing. I don't know. On the road to Kaon's Beacon. Whole river of mud this way. What's your step? Says it's muddy. Yeah. Hey, you ever think about farming? I mean, if we're farting all the time. If you had a farm of your own, what do you think you'd grow? Onions. Big juicy ones, but it'd be fun pulling them up. Could have an onion pulling contest. Ha, you get it. For me, I like the picture of strawberry fields on a hot summer's day, plucking and eating them right off the stem. Could try blackberries too. Hey Laughlok, what about you? What would you grow? Huh? I guess I'd... Sorry. Laughlok is a greedy leader. I think we say, if I had land, I wouldn't be farming it. Not that farming's not wholly worthwhile, it's just not my... maybe that life's too out of the way for you, huh? Yeah, kind of. I think if I had a big enough piece of, call it farmland, I want to give it to someone who I knew would work it well. That's maybe, yeah, what I'd do. And make myself useful, other words. Hey, yeah. Not like there's only one answer anyways. Sun's getting low. Ah, the sun is getting low. Sure is. Did I hear it was muddy ahead? She said so, Larian. Blathlock has gained 0.4 potency for some reason. We have to fight 2 sommelier, a watchman, and 2 spectacs. With our 4 level 1 heroes. You get stuff for being next to fire. Okay. Let's prep a door breach. Oh, we got fire in here too. Okay, good. So I don't want to shoot at it right now because it has cover from me. It does have 2 armor, so I want to shoot it with you first. 1 armor shredded. Another armor shredded. 8. 1 down. Let's interfuse with this, which will hobble the sommelier, assuming it hits. I think hobble stops it from moving or reduces its speed or something. Ow. Oh, that thing is large. Okay. Also, these have 3 armor? This fight is not easy. I sure did choose to play on the highest difficulty. That is a different room though, this is a wall. So there's only 1 doorway they can come through, and these don't seem like they have... It gains armor and blocking from being near allies. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why it has so much armor. These don't seem like they have ranged attacks, though. Does this? How do I, like... Yeah. Shoot! That one does have a ranged attack. Oh yeah, it just used it on me. I remember now. What if I moved here and shot it? Well, shit. May have done them in the wrong order too. I think I want to use the fire to steal fire, but it's going to hit my own unit now. So I guess I'll use discus instead. Ah, we need to shred. You were good at shredding for some reason. Maybe the pickaxe shreds, I don't know. And then we can discus. Alright. So now they just have melee attackers here, as far as I know. And a big thing over there. Go check this room. I don't see a door out of it. I guess you go here so that you're helping this person block or something by being next to them. Ow. Oh god. What is a watchman? It has a crossbow, it has slam, bone link 2, gains armor, and blocking from being near allies. They all like being near allies. It appears. Okay. Well, Lathlock doesn't have any health anymore. That's an observation that I have. But you can attack and then move. Because you're just cool like that. Sounds on fire. The crossbow deals 4 to 5 damage? Oh. Thing's kind of OP. I need something good to infuse. Something ideally that can shred. I don't really have a move. Is this XCOM? Kinda, yeah. Oh, actually, I'm already connected to as many things as I can connect to. I've hobbled it. Okay, that's fine. I did 2 damage to it as well. Yeah. 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 Do I reset now? Minus 15 accuracy this campaign. One eye goes dark like a candle prematurely snuffed. And Tara fights the sensation that she's swimming, fights to stay on her feet. Crossbow sure hits pretty hard. Oh shit, you can't do that and then move. My bad. Whoa! How do you have line of sight? Can we talk about that line of sight? That seemed unreasonable. Woo! It's okay. It's fine. It's hobbled, so it actually can't get through the door, I've just realized. I'm dying to something that actually cannot attack me. Like, if I just stood here, it wouldn't be able to do anything. I used up this thing. I can interfuse with the oven. And... cool. Lyrian and Lathlock are now rivals. A Herlax is an offhand. They shred armor. Shredding armor is pretty good. Let's maybe give it to Lathlock. Resistant. If you lay down, you're making everyone wince. You heard of walking it off, haven't you? You're not walking that off. Unless you're walking to the nearest town and getting yourself looked after. I'm fine. You can keep fighting. You're not fine. I'm not sitting in a room somewhere for weeks while you're out here. I'm Dentara Fox, and I don't abandon the people I love. Aww. You'd be abandoning me if you up and died from some infection because you didn't take care of yourself. Plus, you look a mess. I understand where you're coming from, but you need the time away. Calamities have happened. The Watchman has 40% extra health now. When a hero is maimed, they travel to the nearest safe town to rest until they're ready to fight again. Heroes can be maimed once per chapter. If they fall in battle a second time, they will die. Okay. So you are going there to heal. And the rest of the gang is going to secure the beacon. Wait. Cancel. What? Is there a way to group people? No tasks assigned. Maimed. Alright, Varan, you talk to this. What? Why are you here? You're meant to go heal. I'm gonna spend I'm gonna find an item. We're gonna go slow. And we can heal up a bit while we do this. Also, I have 2 legacy points now. Which means I could maybe send Dentara to build this. Let's get ingots and spell threads from a henge. A third delving through the mysteries of Can's beacon has proven rewarding. I got we got all that stuff, and we got a potency necklace, which is good for a wizard that makes us deal more damage on our wizards. Okay. Well, I don't feel great about how it's all going. Interesting that there's like no tile here, I guess. This is Humble Vale font, but we have to clear everything else before we can do it. Eye patches are really cool. Nice. Gjaldfur Forest has been revealed. There are lurking Gorgons with 6 strength. I could assault them, or I could, I think, if I patrol, I can clear the infestation, and then it will be lower strength. Maybe we do that, which takes 30 days? Holy shit. But I guess I'm going to do that so, because Dentara has to walk over here anyway. So you are going to travel there. Our enemies got stronger. I can cancel one of these for 1 legacy point. They sure seem like they get stronger really fucking fast. Alright, sure. Do your thing. We've cleared it of infestation. Now it's only strength 5, and my entire party is here. Let's give it a go. Our stars climb high tonight. Oh, are those ones ours? Always climb around our little stars. It's a good omen. Yeah, what's it an omen of? I can't really tell you what they mean specifically. I also think maybe listening is the point. Quieting yourself enough to hear the voice of existence. That's good, if it gives you confidence. I'd just say don't trust ovens over much. Oh, it's a shooting star. Dice roll. Reminds me of, can I still remember the story? 43%. Is this your sign? My guardians, my guide, 61%. Or maybe I do wonder, does she see something I don't? 28%. Now, we go for the 61%. Gotta take the highest roll. Presumably. Did I get it or not? There's a thing that Lyrian sometimes believes, that the dead turn to stars and that their wishes become light. In this moment, she feels a well-meaning eye turned on her. It's a wish of the bones, I suppose, my artless and longingful bones. We do owe them thanks. I don't know why, but I know we're cared for by someone in the dark. Whatever else the night may say, a new ward is wound around the life of Lyrian, who gets plus 0.4 armor. Huge! We have Stoicism. All heroes get plus 1 armor / warding, and we have 5 foes, including a Geist and a Bogmore. It's kind of huge. And the low-level stuff is more powerful now. And there's a Leaf Spirit, which I have 4 turns to catch, which is running away. Great. Okay, can I set something on fire? We must begin at the beginning by asking the simple questions like, can I set something on fire? Oh shit. So stunting is like critting. Is this game's version of critting, which is what I just did. One down. I kind of want to run over here and get this Leaf Spirit. The raccoons... It's not that the raccoon isn't dangerous, it's that I don't really know what I can do about it anyway at the moment. Let's get the Leaf Spirit. I don't know what this does. I could upgrade my staff. That seems pretty good. I get plus 1 spell damage, plus 1 base damage, and basic to leaf. When I stunt, I get plus 2 temp health. Sweet. This might be a cool game to play. Agree. I really like killing Dentara. Very rude. Is throwing an X free? It's a oh, it's free. Oh shit. I did not realize. Let's interfuse with this log, which is going to shred when it explodes. Shreds all of that thing's armor. Having minus 15 accuracy does seem kind of terrible, to be honest. Doesn't seem very good. What's up with these tiles? Slow movement and deal 1 damage when walking through. What is that? What just happened? Don't know. What's up in the door? Oh god! Oh my god, they're so big. Holy shit. It claws you for 6 to 8 damage. It gores you for 7 to 8 damage. Can move twice before attacking. Okay, we're gonna try to take out the Rager, I guess. This is an AoE thing. Can I move here and then use this on something I don't have line of sight to? Let's find out. Oh, I can. Actually, I don't know if I do or do not have line of sight to them. Well, getting that shred done seems huge. So it looks like this has trouble getting through the door. It's a 2-tile thing, and it doesn't have... Oh my god, it has a swift action attack as well. I think it can just kill Lathlock. I think it can just one-shot me. What I was going to say, though, was that I don't think it has a ranged attack, so I think it's safe to go here and shoot. I was wrong about whether it could get through the door or not. Oh, I deal 1/2 damage whenever things get in range of me, which apparently includes things that I walk into. I didn't realize that. Lathlock can... I can throw axes for free, and I can hit for 1 action. Good stuff. Not dying seems good. Big fan of not dying. Lathlock is leveled up. A Bloodhorn Warrior. +1 range with all attacks and abilities. As a swift action, every other turn, it can knock an enemy up to 2 tiles away, dealing 0 damage, 1 damage for each armor Lathlock has. I can also just take +1 damage on my attacks. I kind of like the idea of having +1 range. That seems pretty good. Plus 0.7 health. Let's stack Lathlock a little bit more. We're fighting Muton Elites. That was the 2nd mission. Oh my god, look at this deck. What is that? Is deranged. Shall we now secure the Benusia Weaver Works? I don't know if it's correct to be securing these places. I don't know. I actually don't know. The enemies sure are leveling up very quickly, is an observation that I have. Gorgons are infesting this tile, and this is infested with Gorgons. Maybe we go clear out these Gorgons in this corner. No. Maybe we secure it first. I'm down to find an item. Incursion. Gorgons in great number move to attack your lands, driving peaceful folks before them, leveling homes and hallowed places. Your enemies will travel from tile to tile, attacking and destroying sites until they are defeated by heroes in combat or repelled by defenses you've built. Your numbers will wear down. Once incursion sign reaches 0, the enemy will dissipate and the incursion will be over. This is a strength 7, which will destroy Stream Veil. Is that bad? And this is a strength 9! If all towns are destroyed, the game ends. You can fight incursions by gathering heroes at the site they're attacking. Holy shit. Well, I guess I'm running away from the strength 9 thing. Can I travel to here? Gather. Can I tell how much longer it'll take for them to get here? Pillaging Gorgons have arrived at Leorandar Pillar. We gotta fight! I have plenty of heroes here, so only 3 farmers will join the... Wait, I get farmers? Ooh. The Gordons have come! Silence falls. Emerging all their tortured shapes, the beasts only breathe and blink their oozing eyes. How should the defenders respond? There's ways in this forest only we may know. Charge into battle, take the fight to them, 80%. Use our knowledge of the land, harry their approach, 18%. Stay hidden until the last moment, fight with cunning, 67%. No, we use courage. Great cry, they share. The strength of standing side by side fills them with defiant courage. They charge. All heroes get +1 speed, +2 damage / potency for 3 turns. We have 6 enemies. Yeah, we have some civilians here. That sure is another Geist. 4 range. Explodes in a shower of corruption when killed. Oh, really want to like encourage them to... I think I'm gonna go to the right and clear these out. I think that's the plan, and they'll come in from the left, but maybe we'll be okay. Oh, our farmer has a bow. Neat. Oh. I always forget that there can be things below me for some reason. Our farmer with a bow is dead. Just got 1 shot. Oh boy. Hardest difficulty seems hard. I'm not dead yet. Maybe we need double wizard. That seemed really strong. I'm feeling kind of partial to double wizard right now. Alright, we hope that the civilians tank some incoming damage. Can you throw an axe again? Oh shit, you can. There's another one? The civilians have successfully tanked some damage. God, remember when you had enough accuracy to ever hit an attack? JORBS remembers. We can get a good discus out of this. Discus deals 8 damage, and it bounces. Doesn't seem to be bouncing. Oh, you have temp HP, because you did the, stunt thing. Go get it, Jack! Oh my god, there's another one. Wait, you dealt 6. Oh, right, we have +3 on the early turns or something. Oh, you're now dead. Do the Chosen show up at some point? Gosh, I hope not. Okay, okay, okay. Nice dodge, nice dodge, nice dodge. Good. Can I kill this somehow? This only deals 6 now, but that's enough to kill it. Only 2 enemies remain! And they're melee range. So I can stand here safely, I think. Still winnable. Oh, they're not only melee range, they're also big enough that they can't easily walk through. I would like to interfuse with something that lets me shred. Is there range on it? Seems like an important thing to tell the player. This unfortunately also makes the chair explode. But I need that shred pretty badly. Wait. How did I just do that? I can't undo it now. What? What did I just do? Okay, okay. Twitch chat, I need help. How did I just do that? Middle mouse spin? No. Is it the Q and E keys? Nope. I've just enabled and disabled stalwart though. Middle click and hold. Nope. Take 1, noob. All right, Varan. Great work so far. Yes? Is it happening? Oh, come on. Oh, it's kind of important for you to hit that, friend. I think it's fine. I think nobody important is gonna die. Why did it... How did it know? How did it know to go after the one that was already maimed? I assumed that it would attack the things it was in melee range of. Wow, okay. Raccoon 2. The old card is replaced with a new stronger card of the same type. Now there are 2 raccoons instead of 1. So this is still here. They are about to destroy that thing or whatever. They are strength 9. Wait a second. Did their, like, thing disappear? I'm confused. Let's go over here. They have ruined Venusia Weaverworks. They're only strength 4! So easy. I mean, I have 2 health or whatever, but... Sneak Thief. Where's my lucky coin? I hadn't pegged you as a lucky coin kind of guy. It couldn't have been the spoon or the socks. Could it had to be the coin? The coin is responsible for more victories than you'd think. I fell out on a hunt one time and I couldn't hit a thing. If you really loved me, you'd help me look. Matlock, if even you were to start looking... Oh, is it that? Hey! Critter, I need that more than you do. Nice try. Come here. 94%. We'll take a 94%. Aw. That was entirely unnecessary. Ooh, it's a row. At least the luck returned quickly. See, those are called Gorgons. Gorgons. And now we know where they're congregating. You know what? Never mind. Matlock? Shh. Over here. I've got the coin. And we've got a leg up on the Gorgons now. +2 damage for our first 3 turns. Alright, one of our party members even has health. Why is it always a fucking Geist? It's okay, actually. It's okay. It's Shift plus A or D. Oh! You can go this way, too. Fascinating. Alright. Six damage and pen. That seems like it would be good. Oh, I can't reach that. 8 damage? That's so much damage. Not having courage seems like a very, very bad mistake. Like an absolute noob play. As a good player, I choose to simply have courage in every fight that I do. Ah, it's all of the rest of the enemies. And our friend. Mr. Geist. So, how do I tank that? If I tank it, what do I do? How do I strip its armor? How do I, like, anything here? Oh, we can throw axes at it. Swift action free once per turn. I think I can also use it a second time, but now it costs a single action, yeah. Honk. Oh, fuck. This is not the plan. Ah! Oh. The joys of XCOM. I assume that this turn I lose the campaign. But I did kill that thing. Pretty sure the raccoons can kill me. Oh, they decided to spread their damage. So they didn't kill anybody, actually. Okay. Well, everyone has about 1 health left. This is my last turn of courage. Let's use throw axe. Strike only costs you 1 action, huh? This is gonna require some, like, weird ordering. Oh my god, it died. No! Versus. What will you try to kill, enemy? Bring it! I wish you the best of luck. Ha! You fool. Oh, cool. I can't attack anything. Okay. Good, good, good. Yep. This deals 100%. This deals 1 damage to me 100% of the time, instantly killing me every single time. That's not a very good move. I've actually been outplayed by the raccoon, it turns out. I was actually the fool here. Why can nobody attack it? Oh! No, no, no! Oh. I have to learn a better way to change which character I am controlling. Alright, we did it. We did it. Another easy win. I got 2 level ups. Gentara gets... Call on wind spirits to guide her to a distant tile. Give the adjacent allies +1 bonus damage and spell damage. I think we just take the straightforward +1 damage. Once per combat as a swift action, Lyrian grants 3 armor and 2 warding to herself or a nearby ally for 2 turns. That seems like kind of a big deal, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't have an F1 key on my computer, but sure. I found a great sword. Ooh, that deals 2 more damage. That is so much more damage. Also, it has better block. Skinning knife deals 2 times flanking damage. I don't know that. The Rain Edge of Torin Bridge. Wait, no. Don't we want Lathlock to get it? Because Lathlock is sweet. But Lathlock has Shred on the pickaxe. Okay, we will give it here. So you got the coin back? Yep, the little rascal must have had a change of heart and dropped it. It's kind of cute. You're kind of cute. Come here, little critter. Come on, you want to be friends? Gantara has a new friend. Aww. I always told you I have a way with animals. You've literally never told me that. True Gorgon 1. Bartoth. Cool. Yep, that's reasonable. Why wouldn't they get even more bullshit? I have to go kill this incursion next. I mean, it's just going to kill me, though. How long does this take? We'll work fast. 15 days? Alright, get it done. Have I considered installing a Neurolink? I have not. I have not considered that. Lona's Threshery has been cleaned and put in good order with time left for a few days of comfort. Lona's Threshery will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter. Let's gather here, and perhaps prefer defense. Ooh. During an enemy incursion, each tier of defense will slow down the enemy and reduce their incursion size by 1. Defense will also grant buffs during a defense mission. Alright, let's go. Oh god. Please stop. Oh, I have 7 LP. Maybe I just cancel all of these. I don't know. Sure. Well, actually, I care mostly about the Gorgon deck, right? I feel like I care mostly about the Gorgon deck. Let's cancel the Gorgon thing and save the rest. Yep, cool. I have successfully built Tier 1 defenses. There's a bridge. Build a bridge over the river from Lanswood to Lansweld. What? What does that do? A bridge allows heroes to cross a river. Bridges take time to build. I don't even know what you're talking about. Lansweld to Lanswood. Okay, so a bridge there. I see. Okay, no. We should prefer defense here. Also, can I craft yet? I could. I could make a dagger. Or a crossbow. What about offhand stuff? Because this seems really OP. Oh, but you have no one-handed weapon. 20 days? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Holy shit. Let's go! The Gorgons have come. Silence falls, emerging in all their tortured shapes. The beasts only breathe and blink their oozing eyes. How should the defenders respond? At least these woods will stand forever. I mean, I'm gonna do the one that says 82% again. Great cry they share. The strength of standing side by side fills them with defiant courage. They charge! Only 5 enemies. One of them is a Bartoth. Whatever that means. I guess these people have +1 armor and warding. Local archers will fire a volley of arrows on your command once every other turn. Why is everything glowing here? I don't know. Where's my wizard? Volley of arrows. 2 to 4 damage. It's a free action. Local archers are supporting me. Oh shit. Oh shit. As a swift action, Bartoth infuses with a roe, raccoon, or rager, making them explode when they're near enemies. Looks like her damage aura. Oh yeah. And give adjacent allies +1 damage. There's Tinker. Sure. If I were to hobble this, it has 6 range on its shot. Alright, we try to kill it. We try to kill it. Oh no, there's more. It's fine. It can't get to me. Actually can't get to me. Fire at will! Cool. How do I deal the rest of the damage? Oh, I forgot to move you here. I should have done that. That would have been +2 damage, right? Okay, okay, alright. Bartoth is dead. I'm going to make a line of civilians. I'm assuming that we don't get anything out of these units surviving. I guess I'm not certain that that's the case, but I am currently approaching the game as though they are cannon fodder. Oh yeah. How am I going to shred that one? I'm going to interfuse with this. This is a war crime? What are you, the cops? Oh, whoops. I guess this can get through now. Hopefully that's okay. Did I beat Brotato? I won one Brotato and I lost one Brotato. Actually, this might kill it. Ooh! Belvy! Hi, Belvy. Oh, that was meant to be like I believe, but using the character's name. See, I don't know if you get that, but that was what I was going for there. Let's drop. Thanks for gifting a sub to The Hague. Very kind of you. The fight isn't over. What's left? Why am I not surprised? Cancel. Cancel. No. Archers! We gotta keep Belvy alive. Oh, stop it. I really like shooting at your, archer is a thing that I have discovered. Dodged. What does that mean? Also, interesting. I don't have courage anymore, so I don't know if I can, like, kill this. That is allowed. Alright. Oh no. Volley of arrows now. Friendly fires. Cool! It's a 100% chance to hit for some reason. Someday I'll understand chance to hit. But it will not be this day. Alright, Varan Breadflute is now a Bloodhorn Mystic. Base damage and range increased by 1? Wait, isn't that the AoE thing? Let's do it. I've used it like accidentally one time, basically. Monster is now stronger, +3 range to Noxious Tongue. Seems kinda scary, to be honest. Alright, we've got some Gorgons there. I think I have some, like, repairing things to do. Wait, what happened to crafting? Did you craft your thing? Did your thing get cancelled? I would describe myself as confused. You're gonna craft that. You three are going to come here and repair this. You were so sure that the run was dead? Nah. Takes more than that to kill me. Maybe not very much more, though. Locals should defend it, but they're cowards. Silima Henge will return to the hands of the common folk while they tend it. Say, oh. Get safe and functional and repair it. Which one do I do first? I'm actually confused. Can I do this one first? I don't know. To humble ends. Dentara has come into possession of a powerful artifact opportunity. Oh, wandering stranger, come hide from the moon. The barrels are full and the fiddle's in tune. Come ask the barkeep for a bowl, cup, and spoon. We'll dance you to sleep, or we'll drink until noon. I keep a few songs in my pocket. The chorus is better. Lathlock glances at the gleam. Tara realizes the dagger in her hand is flashing with the mixed light of moon and fire. Oh, it's nothing. It's... As she clutches it away, her partner has already gotten a good look. It's got the mark of Old Wayne. It's too late to deny it. The vision of the blade once beheld can never be forgotten. Lathlock. Rippling edge is oddly arresting. The Old Wayne family's grim crest glares graven into the hilt. I didn't mean to let you see it, but what I intend seems to weigh little in its gravity. I don't normally go in for these stories, but this dagger's evil. It killed my friend, and now it's in my hands. Dentara? According to legend, this weapon, the Oath of Old Wayne, was made by the last persecuted Old Wayne mystic. It was made for vengeance, to cause suffering. It ruined a whole age of our land, shattered what generations had built. So now I need to make sure that doesn't happen again. That's where we're headed, isn't it? To destroy that thing? Love, I should have told you from the outset. I'm sorry. You can go back. I intended to slip away once we got close. Sounds like you'll need me on the way, but maybe even more at the end. Aww. Aww. Very sweet. Selected heroes. Alright. What's about to happen? Wait, where are they going? Why are they going over there? Can I remind you of the mechanic I am forgetting about related to the chance to hit? Why do you think I'm forgetting about it? Is there something that makes you have a 100% chance to hit sometimes? Sure. Tell me. The story continues. Dentara leads Lathlock onto the ancestral lands of the Old Wayne family. The Old Wayne legend is a rich well of villains for still roll forward storytellers. A group of questionably related kinsfolks living in a secluded manner, practicing dark crafts. A swamp? Are these people rich? Come on, it wouldn't take courage if it wasn't a little scary, right, love? It's a toad. Turtle, something. There's a flanking mechanic, and if the enemy is flanked, hit rate is 100. Oh, okay. Is that so bad when you've got thick enough stones? Only bad for visitors, which is probably what they intended. Soon they're within a proper ruin, with towers sunk, half sunk, and many of them tumbled. Looking for a forge? There's a stairwell. And there you go. You sure this is right? This is how you unmake the thing? Here, take the torch. As Dentara draws a dagger at the Oath of Old Wayne, the eyes over the forge begin to glow. The forge roars awake, vomiting hot coals. But like the dagger itself, the glowing embers arrest her eyes, and then she sees two futures in the flames. In one, she sees herself aged and alone, still fighting the same long, losing battles she's embroiled in today. In the other, she's not much older than she is now. She's used the power in the dagger to bring peace to those she loves. Perhaps she should wield it. It would change her, but not immediately. In the meantime, think of all the good she could accomplish for her friends and for this world. Nothing would dare stand in her way. Nah, destroy. But also objectively correct to keep it. The dagger meets the forge and instantly melts. The coals jump and fly. Frigid air fills the room, snuffs the torch, and then an apparition takes shape. Is it truly done? You cast away that cursed blade of mine? Yours. It resolves into the form of a man. I made it in vengeance to punish the world that persecuted my family, so rashly done. You regret it, you mean? The anger was cold in me long before the blood stopped running, but I'd set it in motion. Someone else would need to end it. I can't answer for all the pain it's caused, but to you at least, the glow that surrounds the last Old Wayne mystic flares brightly for a moment, and he's gone. Where he stood lies what looks to be a bolt of fabric. At a second glance, it's a cloak with ghostly weave. Tara bends and picks it up. You sure you want to touch that? We got through destroying an evil artifact, didn't we? This feels different. The bestial bellow echoes down the stairwell. Uh-oh. Atonement of Old Wayne. Warding bonus damage potency. I mean, you gotta give this to the wizard, surely. Bocard's Mushrocks. Oh. Oh, that's kind of large, actually. Every other turn, it charges, trampling scenery and knocking aside heroes, dealing 1 damage and hobble. Alternately, it dies on turn 1. Why wouldn't a vengeful apparition lie to you? It wasn't vengeful. Nothing was vengeful about it. Clearly the DM has a favorite. I don't know what that means. To leave the Old Wayne estate behind to sink into the obliviating muck of time. Dentara? I'm fine, just feeling sorry for just all the suffering that gets buried in the stories we tell, and the ones we don't. It will be a while before they feel like talking again, but not so long. Under the moon's orchid light, they'll dance, sing, and kiss, filled with the glow of life. Aww. Level 3! Quest complete, plus 10 retirement age. I've gained health, speed, armor, warding, accuracy, bonus damage, potency, and recovery rate. 30% chance to find an extra augment at the end of every mission. Plus 1 speed. Once per combat as a swift action, activate to dodge the next 2 attacks. Once per combat, gain an action point, and attack actions only cost 1 action point this turn. Does that mean I can shoot 3 times in 1 turn? That's so many times. But only once per combat. I mean, we go for it. Alright. We continue securing this site. Yep. Not exactly the most gripping part of the story, though. Oh, I don't have to repair it, I guess. Alright, we have some Gorgons to kill. In here. basically double attacks per turn. I think it's 3 attacks in a turn instead of 1 attack in a turn. Only strength 5? That's so extremely doable. I just realized that, like, it's already year 4. These retire at age 45. That's not actually... Like, they're going to retire this campaign. I think. It's 3 chapters, I think. I don't know, maybe they won't. Choose a hero from the list. We could have 5 heroes. But we don't have 5 heroes. Feels bad. The sun's fallen and a silver fog floats from the trees where shadows pool. Look, it's Elden Ring. Guarantee you can't get up here. Baran, stop for a second. We're all getting lost in this stuff. It's thickening. Perfect atmosphere, isn't it? Ever heard the story of O'Mitchell, the mountain ghost? Quiet forms a fence around them, impenetrable. The whirling air almost utterly opaque. Last and Tara? I think we need to not stand here. Let's get to the trees. At least those are solid. They halt just inside the shelter of the pines, the dark air clinging wet, the trunks they press to dampen their palms. I don't like tree clinging, generally. Then something vast moves beside them, slow, achingly slow. It passes, too enormous to be seen, impossibly silent. I believe in anything now. Night's fallen. The fog wanders away, clinging to the felty outline of that gargantuan shadow. Let's find the others. Maybe they saw it too. Maybe they saw it better. Or I'd rather us take a look now. Trails go cold, quick in the dark. Yeah, let's go for it, Varan. Come on, Lurian. Who knows what we'll find? Maybe in a mystically handsome wild man. Lead on then. Hope you don't mind if I stay ready. Night, emptied of silence, fills again with noise. Crickets and owls and scuttling ferrets. Approximating where the giant had passed, they search. There are no footprints. Or are there? Pools of green light are spaced along between the unbroken pine trunks, perhaps at distances to match the thing's huge strides. Even as they watch, the light pools rapidly shrink into the ground, drying, sinking, perhaps just fading like starlight. Bran runs over to stoop over one of these and scrapes the earth away with the head of his staff. Careful. He plucks a glowing seed from the ground as it tries to burrow deeper. It slips his grasp and floats, settling in the air. Rustle, rustle. The ear pours, or worse out there. Snatching the seed, Varan secures it in his pocket. This is shouting distance, right? It's certainly worth a try. Latlock! Then Tara! Their friends find them. But so do their enemies. All heroes, walling provides no armor this combat. Oh, they have deployed their ranged units in melee range of me. Wait, have they? Yes, they have. So you're telling me that if I, like, move here... I do not like you. These ones I can run away from. They're melee. You're telling me this hits on 100%? Nope. I guess I'm not flanking. Inspired? Nice. Simply be inspired. Omegle lol. Ooh, dodged. Did the DLC make changes to the campaign? I don't believe so. I have not played the campaign before, though. Well, let's get it done before it kills us. I wish I didn't have to use both axes there, but I... Yes, I... Oh, what? Apparently there's a Bartoth here. Okay. Yeah, Shiaka. Oh, you have +1 range. I forgot about that. Scalding rain. Huh. Feels decent. Oh, shit. Maybe I didn't need to use heroism. My bad. Dodged! Maybe I did need to use heroism then. Hit again? One more hit? Oh. Not good. What have you just done? This is explosive. Bartoth is interfused with this unit and can make it explode to damage units within 2 tiles. It will also explode when killed. We want to be 2 tiles away from it when it dies, I guess. Oh, I like this Scalding Rain thing. Seems pretty good. I'm gonna go Guardian in case they run at me. I'm going to tank up more. Just hit that real hard. Alright, that's my turn. I have a lot of armor. How bad could this be? Seemed pretty good. We have discovered armor stacking. Would I say that Spirelight games are inspired? Sorry, what? Games. Yeah, sure. We can say that. I understand the risks. I mean, it seems like it was fine. Does Discus kill, maybe? What does it even do? Thundering Blood, 6 to 7 magic damage. That sounds kind of painful. If I were to disable Stalwart, how much movement speed do you actually have? 2. I don't know what that means. Lastlock is now a blue horn warrior. I can have even more bonus range. +1 damage and +1 range with range attacks. I mean, I do have the ability to make a ranged attack, I guess. I think I just upgrade long reach. Link mail? Oh shit. Oh, that's a lot more armor. I think we put that on Lyrian, and Lyrian is my tank. Because Lyrian also has a bunch of other ways to get armor. Lyrian is just going to be unkillable now. Once again, the night air belongs to the songs of ordinary creatures. Everyone's still here? I hate a night battle. Keep knocking into trees. Bran and Lyrian recount what they saw. Colossus striding silently through the silver fog. The others never saw more than the great banks of mist separating them. They make a further search for sign of the giants passing, but are forced to camp. Precious hours from sunrise, having found nothing. Later. You're an enigma, little seed. Bran plants it on a sun-blessed hillside in a soft bed of earth. Who knows what will sprout? Not me. I don't know what will sprout. Scout Humble Vale Font. I think I did it. I think I cleared the land, and now it is time to do that. I should be walking trails, scouting and scouring for more of them. I'm just gonna work faster, I think. Carve a pass through the mountains from Geldfur Forest to Geld Swamp. Mountain range, mountain range. Yep. Seems necessary. Many of the great heroes strode down alone from mountain passes with the winds behind them. 65 days. Good grief. Alright. What is that? Calamities. Gotta get rid of the Gorgon buffs. I'm convincing you to buy this game. It's a good game. Passageway open. Geld Swamp has been revealed. Oh, it's only a level strength 5 thing. Easy. This is the final fight of the chapter. When this fight is over, the chapter will end. Make sure you are ready. Did I gather everything? Are all of the things ready? Looks like it. I could scout first, maybe? Takes 24 days. I don't know what happens at the end of the chapter. I don't know if like doing this faster will matter or not. We'll just do it now. It's only strength 5. It should be easy enough. None of us knew what had changed the beasts who roamed our wilds. We knew something lived inside them. Blue burning hate that frenzied them, then left them still. A stone sentence, worse and more deadly than any venom. We would finally find out where it came from and why it wouldn't stop. Well, Humble Vale Font looks mostly intact. But we still should stay ready. Lathlock, anything? I don't know. You're right, though. We should stay together, at least. Personally, I'm hoping for a few of them gangrel deer things. Fun to knock down. Yeah, so tough. Your push to the town of Humble Vale Fort is completely silent. Explore the town. Yes, I am playing on, I have played 10,000 hours of XCOM difficulty. For better or worse. Probably haven't quite done 10,000 hours of XCOM. Probably like somewhere in the 8,000 region. Byron! Oh no. They're petrified. I'm fighting Gorgons. And the villagers are petrified. What could that possibly mean? Spire has more hours than XCOM now. Still market. And now we see the stakes, don't we? Steady, Lastlock. It's not going to be us. There's tracks. They go up to that barn door. I wonder if there's more stone people in there. Whoever did this could still be inside. It's a Gorgon. 2 to 5 range. Okay. What if I walked away from it? What is this though? 1 to 3 magic damage. That's really not that big a deal. It does pin the target. I guess that's a bigger deal than the damage. I feel like this will be an easy fight because it's a set piece. I feel like they won't have like completely unreasonable bullshit in this one. Oh, I forgot to bring up my inspiration. I just shoot it until it's done. Probably not. So much armor. Oh, but it's magic damage. Wait, I went backward. They're behind me? How can they be behind me? That's melee. This is essentially melee. I think we just run at this and kill it. Although I don't know if my wizard can hit it with anything. That's interesting. What does it do? Maul and claw. Okay, I have a plan. Can you infuse with the villagers? That would be kind of funny. Oop. How many hours inspire? 9,000 and something. Okay, yeah, and I think with that dead, probably this will be okay-ish. I can hit myself if I want. Now we just fall back. Dodged? Seems unreasonable. Oh, we're stunting. Sometimes I make moves that I do not intend to make in this game. There's a rager over there. Okay. Illuminate. Oh, and then you can use it to shoot fire at things now that it is illuminated. I get it. This definitely feels like a significantly easier fight than several of the fights along the way, which is very much what I was expecting. It does not surprise me. Wait, there's more? Oh, okay. Maybe it was just because I didn't fight the final boss yet, or whatever. Check out the barn. Is this the barn? This is probably the barn. Unless that's the barn? Oh, that's the barn. Oh no. I see. Game looks fun, yeah. Agree. I guess I am dashing into Fog of War. I wonder if the enemy gets stronger the longer we wait. Question. Does anybody remember, is my person who took minus 15 accuracy, is that permanent or was that for this campaign? Is this the final turn of this campaign? Or the final fight of this campaign? I don't think it's lying to me. I think that there's an enemy in the barn and there won't be an enemy before we get to the barn. It's for the campaign, but that's effectively permanent. Oh. Oh. Very sad. Alright. Turn me to stone. Gorgon. Rogue. Is it just a Gorgon? I can kill Gorgons. I have fought Gorgons before. I will fight Gorgons again. How do I... Ooh. Is that good? I don't know. Will it walk into the shark trap now? Yes! I don't know what just happened. It cannot move, and defenses are lowered. Spike trap, by the way. Kind of OP. You can tell that it's really angry because of how red it is. I see. Oh, I won. What about the row? Hello? You found Dusty Drab for Varan, which has some extra spell damage, some warding, some armor. It could have gone worse, yes, but gets your heart pumping, doesn't it? The hulking carcass steams from its many wounds. Hideous convulsions course along its appendages to the extremities of its body. Then... Wait. Dentara, no! The thing's tremendous tail flicks across the barn. It plucks up Dentara like she's a straw doll, her weapons falling uselessly from her hands as it pulls her in. Dentara, don't panic. A voice leaks from Dentara's mouth. It's a wrong voice, weird and discordant, like someone fretting and plucking a fiddle who's never picked one up. Still yourselves, bone stacks. This one speaks my words. I can make it die. Hold on, do I still have... I can make it die. Is that extremely unpleasant to listen to? Probably. All right, there you go. You've gotten the sense of what's happening. I wonder if I can turn it down a bit. Does this turn my... You are not alike to us. Weak lungs and small minds, stacks of splintering bones, thin blood that will so readily betray you. Why flail for your lives? So noisy. It doesn't have to be this way. We'll grant your life for hers. I give up on the sound effects thing. You think I flail for life as you do? I am Gorgon, the master Ulstrix has promised us. Silence. The voice dissolves into a sound like rain or distant waves. Wriggling grips tighten. A tentacle invades Dentara's ear. Stop! Lothluck leaps forward, lifting a nearby pitchfork and hurling it with thunderous force. Stop, I said. The tines of the fork sink into the beast's neck. Dentara falls free of its tentacles. As Ron and Lyrian rush over to make certain of the Gorgon's demise, Lothluck braces the woman he cares for in his arms, coaxing her back to awareness. I don't know what I'd do if I lost you, Dentara. The strange stony affliction spreads from Dentara's ear. Dentara! This isn't over. I saw its mind. The stone was in its claws. Dentara takes the stone from Varan's palm, turning it in front of her eyes, catching slender sunbeams that slice the barn wall. The strange polyhedral stone is slick with Gorgon blood. Epicurst. Each face is graven with an intricate image. The word in the Gorgon's head was Epicurst. This town, Humblevale Font, these petrified people, even this monster, none of it matters. The Epicurst glistens, sticky and blue. The Gorgons have a master, Ulstrix it's called. He's looking for something, some myth or secret. I think the riddle is in this stone. I think we have to find out what Ulstrix wants and make sure he doesn't get it. Dentara has lost 25 charisma and become a much better loner. Lothluck now has plus 10 retirement age for some reason. What does charisma do? Aptitude for influencing and appealing to others and for winning fate's favor. What does loner do? I'd be fine on my own, you know? You see. Play this game for 18 minutes in 2019. 10 years of peace follow? Oh, well, no shit. Everyone's gonna retire. 10 years of peace? Your victory has undermined the enemy's plans. They've been weakened. They don't look much weakened. I'm sorry, did I lose 1 row extra armor? And nothing else? During the years of peace, Ron tended his mystic seed until one day it sprouted. Well, maybe sprouted wasn't the right word. It burst up in a shower of dirt, producing small fawn noises. Do ladies fawn over sparkling-eyed pine cones? Well, I'm sure they'll love you. Its growth would be incredibly slow, but perhaps endless? The Gorgon's mark grew and crusted over to cover one side of Dentara's face. It would be a grim reminder of the encounter that day in the humble Vale of Font Barn. Lurian added a new addition onto her house. She put a sturdy table in the center of it and always found excuses to have friends for dinner. When Varan came down with a case of thistlethroat, Lathlock would come by to feed the fire and handle the soup pot. How are your joints? Better? Chapter 1 complete. Gear upgrade. Well, I should probably buy some stuff. On normal difficulties, the enemies lose a lot more than that. Yeah, I believe you. Oh my gosh. Where are all of your clothes? Hides and fabrics. I think we make an armor out of ingots for you. And we make an armor out of hides and fabrics for you. But which one? This one is a lot more armor. But it requires an ingot. I'm using the ingot for my mail. And then probably getting a +1 weapon would be really good. I could make it +2 staff. Yeah, let's get a +1 bow. Lathlock still doesn't have a +1 weapon, actually. But you've got the throwing axe. Wait, Lyrian has a throwing axe now. Since when? What happened there? Cost in parenthesis with discount 6. Is that because this is already built? Probably. I mean, I'm down. Storm stuff. Any offhands that would be good? Light some fires. Light adjacent debris on fire. Swift action. I have a pet. Don't you have a thing where you shoot better if something is on fire? Yeah, okay. I mean, it feels kind of not good and expensive, but I don't really feel like I'm using the resources for anything else at this point. Did I make it her craft it for like 20 days while 3 others repaired something? Oh, maybe I did. Maybe you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Why didn't I use it at any point in the entire campaign then? That seems like a strange choice. Is it because she's using a two-handed weapon, so I had to weapon swap to actually have it equipped, but I don't have a second weapon, so I couldn't weapon swap? Is that why? I think that's why. That's awkward. I think I'm done. Lurian fell into the work of deciphering the Epicrest. If this is true... It hasn't always gone smoothly, and progress has mostly dripped along. The meanings of the weird stone have remained inscrutable for years, but today something in her research slides into place. It's always about heroes, isn't it? And she can now guess where their enemies might be. It explains why we've had a few years of relative peace. Do you see what I mean? Here, imagine you're trying to raise an army. What's the first thing you do? Raise an army? Right, an army, out of just normal folks. I suppose I'd give them a reason, something to get their blood going. Wouldn't be too hard. A symbol. You'd want a symbol to rally support, wouldn't you? Especially if your people are ancients and set in their ways. So you're saying our Ulstrix, our master of Gorgons, needs this thing. What is it? Some kind of divine spear? As a symbol to help convince the other Gorgons to follow it. Yes, that's what I believe. And why does it need to do that? Why does it need the spear? Or why does it need the support of others like it? What is Ulstrix? Perhaps there's something, an old evil, that the Gorgon is fighting. But I'm worried it's just us. Devo and Shorty, how are you? I was able to find other records of epicrysts rubbing, so that was my first clue. An epicryst is like an ancient storytelling device, a way for telling a time-honored myth, but maybe in a different order or fashion. That's what I think. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting swept up. I checked the story elements here against some of our older legends. You know that tall tale, kind of a poem or a song in some places, Queen of the Seas? No, but get to the point. Our stone tells almost the same story, almost. And according to our version, the spear was laid to rest in a named cavern. It's on one of our maps. That gives us an advantage, right? We know where it is. But they've got a pretty big head start, so... I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but Gorgon sightings are picking up again. Now seems like a good time for us to get started. We've all changed, remember? All the havoc those things caused, and we couldn't stop them. But we're ready this time, aren't we? Vengeance roars in my blood. I plan on feeding it. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. Investigate Trawl Meadow Altar. In 250 days, I can clear Gorgon sites to get more time. That looks like a Gorgon site. I don't know what this is. There's an incursion 163 days, spawn rate 1.1, and 2 infested tiles. And now I got another person. If I had a person die, like... Not currently reachable, scout nearby tiles first. Oh, someone at Stilrel Ford wishes to join the Twitch chat of Iniquity. There's another person to meet. Alright, let's go meet this person then. Except... I can't go there. Is that why this doesn't work? I need to go here first. I suppose. Alright, let's go here first. I only have 250 days left. Alright. Why is labor lowered? Oh my god, you're 39 years old! You're so old. Lathlock feels called by destiny. Stilrel Ford seems to drift in the night, a haunted ship slicing still seas in the silence. The village languishes in the grips of an awful disease, many lives taken, many more taken ill. Is that Lathlock? Lurian, I thought you'd left town. No one is on the streets but them. The stink of disease curls out each window. Only crickets and occasional owl song are there to remind them that the world won't end tonight. Fate has chosen you to accompany me then. Is fate what we're talking about? It hangs over me, Lurian, a brilliant lodestar. I set out tonight to follow it, and you must join me. Are you okay? You don't sound like yourself. We go to a wild place that appeared to me in a dream. There's a poison in this town that was born somewhere distant. I suppose there's a chance this was just a dream? Just like any other dream? No. I know you don't always believe me, but just know that there are things that happen to me that are meant to happen. This is one of them. The journey begins at the dawnward tip of the year's longest night. Perhaps it's merely coincidence, or perhaps Destiny's hand has touched the scales. Hold up, we can't leave tonight. Look at the shape of the moon. Truly, there is no soldier thing than fate. I don't know what that means. You're 39, way to rub it in. Laughlok used to be like 18 when I started playing. that's why I'm expressing surprise. 25 actually, he was 25. Let's go. Lance Timbre has been revealed. There are Gorgon. Well, these three are going to do that thing. So, I guess you can now do this, maybe? I'm 37. I'm not old. Is that how old he is? Holy Grail. I'm 37. I'm not old. Oh my god! I'm 37. This is wonderful. I didn't realize this. Thank you. Romantic goofball Uvi. The Twitch chat of iniquity. Fantastic. I have so many questions to ask you. But, oh, sure. I'll do my best to... So, is Varan as amazing in person as he sounds in stories? How did it feel when Varan made that entire tower explode with his mind? That wasn't... Is it true that he can take down a Gorgon in one shot? It's kind of true. Only because I took down the other one right behind him. Do you think that if I joined you, I'd get a chance to fight alongside him? Oh, for the love of... Wait, come back! Come back, I'm sorry. Varan put me up to it. I'll tell him your face was more than worth it. But in all seriousness, though, Varan said you're looking for another recruit. Should we have another Mystic? Yeah, Mystic seems to be pretty good. On the other hand... I don't have any gear for a second Mystic. Yeah, whatever. We'll work it out. Prepare recruit 70 days remaining. 5 descends sometime after dark. It casts an unhealthy shade over everything. So your idea is to attack this place teeming with inscrutable malevolence in the very depths of the night? The sooner we deal with it, the sooner it can stop weighing on my heart. Really, I don't think it's my choice at all. Laughlok has become very self-important with age. As they approach Felseek Quarry, an unfamiliar odor comes to them. Chemical and thick, coating the insides of their cheeks, turning mealy in their mouths. Pressing on, the air grows denser, fouler, and then they see it. But what do you call that? Something made that thing. There's a ghostly allure to that odd glow it gives. It's clearly not here for any friendly purpose. Look inside the sphere. You can see our town suffering. We must destroy it. That's why we were brought here. I actually agree with you. Let's dust it. We have sent 2 warriors to investigate arcane phenomenon. This is well done, us. As they move to destroy the strange edifice, a hiss slices the air at their backs. Oh no, it's a Gorgon. The creature hasn't seen them. Big surprise, I guess. It's guarded. Let's make sure we destroy the altar first. We can kill the Gorgon later. Before the beast can react, Laughlok and Lyrian have torn the edifice down, destroying its balanced articles and stomping the spell apart. For the Twitch chat of iniquity and all free people! Ksa! Intimidation, all foes take 2 damage. It's just a Gorgon? It has 1 health? Like, what? Oh no, it dodged. I've been outplayed. Are we going to do the thing where the game is balanced to be impossible at the start, but then you just murder everything? Is that going to happen? Throwing knives. It's free once per turn. Sweet. Ring of Cunning. Accuracy. We like accuracy. I think Lathlock likes accuracy. Lathlock seems to attack quite often. The Gorgon dead and the fume-throwing glass assemblage destroyed. For a moment, they can only stare at the twin wrecks and hope this will be enough to stem the sickness. Wow, way to trust your instinct, Lathlock. And of course, I do mean instinct, not fate. If that is it, years of my life brooding, it seems like the weight is gone. The sun begins to rise, and the world awakens. In the course of a few moments, the dark cloud of the Gorgon smell is blown apart, faded into memory. Lathlock and Larian find no more reason to linger. They head home, where they will find the wasting illness that threatened to overwhelm their town has mysteriously vanished. I don't know why, but I have the feeling something's over. But I don't know what's next. I've always had a sense of clear purpose, a mission. And sometimes I wished I didn't, but now I'm kind of anxious. Is it gone? I have to decide, I guess. I have to take charge and... Lathlock. Look, think of it as an excuse to just get away from things. That's what I'd do, at least. That can be nice, right? Lathlock is now a Bronzehorn warrior. Oh my god, level 4. Also, plus 10 retirement age. Huge. Characters get kind of absurd late game. I assumed that, like, the enemies would also get absurd, but I don't know. Oh, I could take Stalwart. Stalwart's pretty good. I have generally found Stalwart to be pleasing. So. Should I build a bridge? Build a bridge. Sorry. Is that going to build the bridge in the place I want? To Alexan's Forest. I don't even know where that is. From Scrambeloth Forest to Alexan's Forest. Yes, that is what I want to do. Let's get it started. Yeah. 55 days travel time, 47 days of building. That actually seems obscenely obscenely slow. Maybe I couldn't get Uvi. What if I go kill Lythedrum Henge instead? I have to go there anyway. It's going to make an incursion otherwise. With these three, let's go. Brain Fist. Attack! The Twitch chat of iniquity had passed so many abandoned homesteads as they trekked through Lancet Tombre. But to see a light and a ribbon of smoke ahead was as surprising as it was welcome. One little haven still staked out, I don't know whether it's inspiring or heartbreaking. Well, let's hope they're hospitable to boot. Evening. I have to say, we weren't expecting a friendly face this close to Lythedrum Henge. Assuming you're friendly. But, of course, sorry. Come in, come in. Normally I'd offer you some milk or cheese, but things being as they are, if you've got a roof and a fireplace, we're already appreciative. You kept cows then? Or sheep? Right. Kept. Cows, my livelihood. I'm surprised anyone would hang around Lythedrum Henge with Gorgon corruption so close, especially a cattle farmer. What is out the window right now? What is that? The thing is, those cows and me, we depend on each other. And just like they wouldn't abandon me, I wouldn't abandon them. What exactly is going on here? You know the sorts of questions we have to ask now, right? I'll take you out back. I was hoping to introduce you to the ladies and their condition a little more delicately, but long story short, I'm glad they held out until someone like you came along. I guess. Well, you're the ones who help. You have magic, don't you? And experience with... You're the ones who do the impossible. Not the way you think, I'm afraid. I had to tell you this, but the cow's fate was sealed a while ago. They're more of a danger to you by the day, and when they finally turn, it won't be pretty. Could at least take a look at them? See if there was something? Ron, you've got that look. The overly noble look. You could study them, perhaps. If you heard someone telling the story afterwards, the right choice is clear. I want them to say that the Varan did all he could to save the innocent. Sure, but what's the ending of that story? We'll take a few days and look them over. It's not like we have an official appointment time at Lythramhenge anyway. Thank you doesn't sound like much, but thank you. Polina put them up well, and Varan poured his heart into observing the cattle for a few days. Well, we know more about how the curse progresses in beasts. Nothing about how it stops, unfortunately. That's something, though. Unless you had actually hoped to cure them. Valiant old Varan has broken the Gorgon menace wide open, everyone. Let's buy him a round and declare a holiday. Suddenly. Change of plans, folks. We're not going to Lythramhenge anymore. Lythramhenge got impatient and decided to come to us. Oh, now that their friends are here, they don't want to be left out. What happened? Why is this here? Did I get rid of extra health from Rose or something? I don't understand. There are 7 foes. I only have 3 people. There are cows. I found some cows. Some of the characters get gray hairs. Yeah, a little bit it looks like. I thought I got a better staff. So why does this still only deal 3/3? When does it start dealing more than that? Oh, that is not the move that I wanted to make. Thundering Blood. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. What is Thundering Blood? That thing's going to explode. It says charged me. I'm hobbled. There are raccoons. Oh. I did actually remove a thing from Rose. I don't have much in the way of anything in this party. I feel like my ranger actually does quite a lot. You think this seems dangerous? Nah, I'm sure we're fine. this is going to explode at some point. Lyrian. Just took about 1 billion damage. There's a raccoon that can explode. That seems like a good action. My plan is certainly for Lyrian to dodge everything forever, yeah. Absolutely 100% correct. The blow knocks Lyrian back on her heels. Pain doesn't come immediately, but the wet stuff dripping down her face is probably blood. She's never taken a hit like this, at least not that she can remember. Focus on surviving, nothing more I can do here. Minus 30 charisma, minus 10 retirement age. She runs. Oh no. Well. Good luck, Lathlock, I guess. Oh, that also explodes. Well, you only have melee attacks. So what is, like, the plan here? Exactly. Gonna be a hard fight to win. I don't think we win it. Lathlock stares off, hoping he can scrounge up enough strength to survive until things quiet down. Despite your sacrifices, the battle at Lithe Drumhenge ended in defeat. I have achieved an achievement. Everybody's maimed. And must finish healing before taking other actions. Look, we're all going to the place. Perfect. Costs 2 legacy points to cancel these now. Uh-oh. We have a Greenhorn Mystic. Lyrian has returned to action. It's probably fine. It's probably fine, right? Like, how bad could this really be? Uh-oh. Incursion size 5, strength 14, by the way. Wait, if I lose Silver Fort, I'm okay, right? I think I'm still okay. How much longer? Can I see? Slave for love, Lyrian has eyes for a new lover. Moran, meet Hunelenia. Name is Hunellen, actually. Count 'em. 1, 2. You got Dimple, see? Charming. There's a journey to go on, so I offered to go with her. Yeah, so here's what it is. My father was captured by roaming Drauven. Oh. Well, then maybe we should go get the company. Company? No, it's not too many Drauven. Oh. So there's some Drauven, so. And they have captured my whole family. I guess I get it. So we're going to go then. Hunellenia says, name's just Hunellen, actually. Oh, well, what's in a name anyway? Something's weird with that girl. Hold up. At least take me along. I won't get in the way. Well, that's even better, both of you. Okay, sure. Whatever. Let's go. I have to go over there. I mean, we're just going to run out of time before they get back, surely. Like, what is the plan here? I guess we couldn't actually do that. You can tell we're definitely winning as of the last minute. Yeah, I think we're doing well. It says we have 55 days left. It's an awkward, quiet trek. Many of the shortcuts Hunellen seems to know well are unfamiliar to Varan. You definitely ruined it. True. But think about it. Doesn't something feel off? Like when a peppy old miser suddenly keels over? Or you see a charming woman on the arm of a kloofty... Kloofty? Is that a word? Wretch? Because you made it weird. You did. Cree. That's all it is. We're here. Thick line of forest rises before them, not clearly menacing nor even remarkable. Birds and squirrels and things in between make their sunset sounds. I've got my brother in there. Better let me go on alone. I know these woods. You come when I call. I'm not letting her out of my sight. I don't trust this woman. Varan creep through the trunk, staying quiet as possible, shadowing Hunellen's winding course. You really are ridiculous. Just give it a moment. Well, hello? Anyone there? Don't tell me this was for nothing. Someone left a chest here. Hey, Skur. Ooh, lone? Drow. Shh. Watch. Oh. Why are you sneaking up on me? Sklack. Late coming. Dido brink. Sklackak. Slabbies? Yeah, there's 3 of them out by the near ruins. Don't pretend your bird didn't clock them. They're waiting for my signal and won't expect an attack if you're fast. Hand over the coin. Disc metal ears wouldn't capture they. That wasn't our agreement. The drow slaps his own snout and sputters. Sklack, slurk. Slash, right? Our mistake, sklark. Ears coined through. I've finally worked out that this is pirate speak. It took me a while. Silent One drops a dirty sack of money in Hunellen's palms. She goes on her way. Lorraine, Varan, and Dantara have just been sold to Drauven slavers. You okay? Perfect. Get ready. Huh? Why did I just get that? What? I seem to have 3 people here. Wait, was her father captured and then she said her brother was captured later? That's kind of funny. Kind of funny if true. Oh, the +1 damage from my ranger, huge. Well, supposedly we have been sold into slavery. Wait, why is this an 11% chance to hit? That's not reasonable. Opportunity missions seem a lot easier than the other ones. Yes. Yes, they do. So in retrospect, that didn't work out super great, so we did it. Wherein is a blue horn warrior. Oh, whatever. That one. Low mood. Fogs are otherwise cloudless return. But the last evening, a storm welcomes him back to Streamvale. I suppose I'll never really be happy. Don't tell me you're not over that Hunellen woman. How could I be? She had dimples, Ren. Dimples! This lady is cute, though. Yeah? You don't think that's her husband, do you? You're awful. Oh, we leveled up again. Cool. I have 54 days left. Let's move here. Go 16 days. Ambushed. Oh shit. For a moment, the forest seems to darken. The birds have long been silent when distant pine branches begin to crack and groan. The earth thrums. Something's coming. Fast. Latlock, you came back real quick. Gorgons. Count as you go. Most kills wins. We'll go plus temp damage. They break forward, intent on destroying their enemy, or else carving a way to freedom. Downslope through the dense pines, they can lose their attackers in a well-scouted network of animal tracks and tunnels. It's okay to fall back. Retreating may sometimes be the best option when overwhelmed. However, for non-plot missions, retreating will not grant experience, and the threat source of infestation will not be removed. During any non-plot mission, you can click the retreat button to reveal the escape zone. Once you move all your heroes into the escape zone, the battle will end. I mean, it sounds like there's only... We can kill that. Actually, I have Guardian, so if it walks into me, I even shoot it. Would it be nice to know about retreating a couple of missions ago? Wait a second. Why didn't it walk up to me so that I could kill it? What is gouge? Hook gouge. Latlock gouges a nearby foe with his prosthetic hook. Sorry, what? Did I miss something? Oh, you've been maimed. Oh. Latlock doesn't have a hand anymore. Oh my gosh. I think Gooby's just dead, probably, or like... Oh, okay. That works. Alright. So it feels like these missions aren't super tough. The ambush missions. So a party of 2 can do this. Although this can one-shot me. So I don't know about that. Hi. Oh. Oh god. I just like pulled it toward my soldier who can get one shot by it. Ahem. A long time to get to level 2. Stagron. How much longer? How do I tell? 27 days. And these people are 13 and 16 days away. And the scouting takes another 21 days? Huh. So once we get to 16 days away, I bring Lathlock, and then 13 days away, I bring Uvi. Whoops. My city died. Wait, if I bring you... Oh, if I bring you, it like immediately reduces the travel time for some reason. Hey, have fun. Have fun, kids. Attack! It was quiet on the hunt that morning. Too quiet. Ooh, we're gonna fight some Gorgons out in the woods today. We'll beat them up, we'll beat them down, then they'll run away. The general will sing drinking songs about our bravery. They'll dedicate a town to us. Oh, just you wait and... Ugh. I guess I failed the roll. Ooh, they get a folk card on turn 3. Ooh, there's a fire spirit. Well, I'm about to make some poor decisions. A Gorgon Sea Caller? Holy moly. I can only discus things. Can't shred them. I mean, if they wanted me to win the game, they shouldn't have put fire spirits in it, obviously. I think maybe you were meant to move here before I did that. Probably. No, you're so useless. It should be dead right now. Nice dodge, nice dodge, nice dodge. I feel like my people aren't as fast as they used to be. Do you think maybe that has something to do with them being horribly maimed in combat? Are your stats all worse? Oh no. Oh no. Minus a bunch of things for middle age. Stats look the same. Oh. Is the fire spirit a bad guy? It's like a meld canister. Kind of. Why is this so narrow? Why did it get blocked? Why? Why is my life pain? I've interfused with tentacles. What do they do? They just do discus, apparently. Weird. Oh, I shredded armor. Neat. Why does it still 7? We only do 3 to that. Is it flanked or something? Heroism! Where's my throwing axe? I didn't take any warding shred? I think I did, actually. What? A row has arrived. The fire spirit is still running away. Dentara is my fast person. Am I about to make a terrible choice? I might be. What do tentacles do? I don't know. They get in the way, apparently. Yes! Ow. The warding shred just means that So warding is like it's ablative armor that refreshes every turn. But it only works to reduce magic damage. So armor reduces all physical damage. I don't know what these do, but I assume that we don't want to keep them alive. Ward only reduces the first magic damage of the turn. In contrast, excitable little thing! Did you have to run so far? A better bow? Oh, a fire bow. I'm down for a fire bow. That seems sweet. Stunt effect. Damages up to 3 enemies within 3 tiles. It deals less stunt damage. Pretty cool. Pretty cool seeming weapon. I have made myself slightly weaker. Alright, how much time does that save me? Because I had like 40 days left until I died or something. We gotta give this to Uvi so she doesn't just immediately die. Plus 35 days. Oh, I'm so dead. I don't think I can get there even if I just go straight there right now. Well, that's unfortunate. I will give it a go. And then I will die. Alright, have fun. We learned a lot about hook hands. Learned a lot about the game in general. I've learned so much. Nighttime in the blooming season. Bentara? Larian, why are you whispering? You can still eat, right? Finish that half sausage, or I'll put it in your pillow. Or what? I'm not super good at this, guessing what you want to say. No, it's... Call me sentimental. I was just thinking about younger nights when we'd camp and tell each other bear stories. Thinking about the old trails. Yeah. Old trails years. Wow. Yeah, it's weird. In a long while. Remember why we were like that? I don't. It was a long fascination I had, and I think you were willing to share it with me because you were kind that way. I was? Maybe I was. I don't want you to think I minded it, though. Even I need a way to pass the time. Even I get bored sitting at a fire night after night. Tell me what now? What? Right now? Isn't that always the best time for things? Blue bulks are the silent mountains darkly blocking a low spring moon. The grasslands below are a wide black bed. An occasional snore of wind rustles out of them. Larian, well, let me think. Stories of bears are welcome anywheres. Alright, so, once in spring, when birds were all returning and the evening darkens, and Dintara spins her yarn. You never saw so big a bear, or one so scared. It charged through town, shoulders high as house roofs. Nocturnal things tick and whistle. They scamper unseen as coals cool to red. Larian sits up then. Yeah? You must have slept. Comes the sound of something moving through camp. Are they trying to find us in the night? They shouldn't be marching around this late. Peering from her tent, she sees this. She sees it. A shaggy blue shape. Huge, long of snout with frying pan paws. Into a piney cleft it ambles. Tara's snores are anything but brittle. Crickets quinkle. The wet grass gleams. Larian holds vigil over camp? Now we gotta go find out what it is. Pausing only to arm herself, she disappears into the dark. Black vegetation seethes, seeming to grow with each step, and the night becomes deeper, more hollow, a dome being carved out from below. A full moon conjures the heart's nearest wish. It's funny, isn't it? I can almost believe it's true. Larian? In the mood for this today, Larian? She walks in a veiled place. It'd be almost peaceful if it didn't have this wrongness to it. Not a breeze in the branches. Bunch of blurry named books. What do they say? I've read them all 10 times. They're no help. What? Oh. Your belly's like a bell. Let's wad it with some muting, What are you asking? I'm sorry, you're quite lovely. I used to be known for it. Here, come eat something. I'm saying bread of 100 years. Yes, and so tell me, scrumptious woman of the wasting world, you followed here a great pitiful ghost. I did? I guess I did. The bear. Yeah, why'd you do that? Well, it's alright not to know. Don't worry about this, by the way. There's vents up in the rocks above us, which is evidently my handiwork. You're oddly hospitable. That's nice of you to say. He drops the bag by the side of the heatless flames. I was going to warm up the bread, but you forget sometimes how your home feels, or how it is to other folks. My name's... Did I tell you it? It's Frelnock. That's what they made it when I was born. Shirt seller. Is kind of the reason why. A full moon conjures the heart's topmost wish, is something a shirt seller told me in Sam Starstrom. I guess it's because I wanted to see a bear that I thought, well, here's me getting my wish, and if I don't follow it, won't I feel foolish someday? Or something like that, honestly. It's enough like that I feel comfortable leaving it there, I mean. Sounds like I was right. You don't really know. Oh, my name's Larian, by the way. Larian! She was a mighty bear, Larian. The cold fire starts to smell of red mountain sage. She had names, too. Among the hill painters, she was Emmerwick, Queen Blue. Among the wild things, she was known by her herald scent, her brief, careful stride. The hill painters always looked warily for her trail, and wherever they wandered, it was there to find. Whose story is this? Or is it yours? I knew her trail by the bones, the way she'd leave a skeleton agleam. A more thorough eater than other bears, Emrowick, our Queen Blue. She was born hungry, in agony. I now think from her appetite. When I was young, I had this thirst to glimpse her. You're asking what? Who it belongs to? What I'm telling you, it's history. Their history and hers, mine and newly yours. Did you call this bread of 100 years? 93 years to be precise, but time is nothing here. So it's as if it was baked yesterday. Dorian pulls the bag open. A loaf is there, fresh and soft looking. And I was good at bread. I really was. Just don't eat it quite yet. She lived in agony, Emrowick, this impervious-looking beast. And the pain of hungering drove her to retreat from all she knew, to places where she could cool her suffering gums in the blood of unfamiliar things. The bear had this consideration. Bears have a great many considerations. But anyway, what it was there came along a man who felt entitled to a glimpse and encounter a thrill with the great bear called Queen Blue. And again, this was you? Someday I'll show you what's left of that tower, and the wall they built around it. Shh, you smell that? Oh, I think this is a flashback. Girl, scuttle up now. As long as there's 3 of us together, I doubt she'll... Both of you up a tree, hurry. Turn away, Emrowick. Great bear, go, run. The chief lost his life. His bones were picked clean for his daughter to find. You're responsible for that, then? I mean, sorry. At least you seem to know it. At least I seem to. Though, when you add too much weight to weak shoulders, they'll either shirk it or be crushed by it. Or get stronger, right? Don't make me hate you. Don't bother hating a dead man. And it's fine. I lived 9 years longer. I baked bread in a small house in Barren Hills where my father was sick. When I saw him waste and die, I tried to forget what had happened. But one day she found my door, the chief's daughter. She'd honed her art, killed old Emrowick, a mighty deed, spent a while with me, then remembering. And next, she killed me, that girl. She died bitter and old, uselessly, regretting all she'd done. Aren't you mad at all? I would be. I was never mad, in fact. Come up here. I'll show you this lonely hill. Dorian climbs after the man on quiet rocks, up towards a breathless sky, past trunks that never bend, leaves never dampened with dew. It's only us. Most of the years, Emrowick roves restlessly, this place where she once was a queen. I overlook an ocean. I sometimes feel I was submerged in it, dark, calm, roaring dark, before I became awake to the great bear's pain, and I swam up from death, never certainly deciding to. I made myself the keeper of this coast, where oblivion washes up on a shore, blued in life's shadows, my little cave down there. Think of it as a lighthouse. I'm here to send you back when Emrowick calls you here, because in her fathomless hunger and disappointment, that is what she does. To this borderland she calls night-curious woman, and I send them home. I always have. But not always will? Seems to me I'm being asked something. It's beautiful here. We go on here patiently. One day, I do believe someone will come. Someone will walk here who will know what it is she stays for, Emrowick. And go meet her and send her on. It doesn't have to be you. I should say, don't let it be you. If you know no way to love a hopeless tyrant, lonely, hungry, hateful, if you think you cannot understand her, go back. It's more than okay. For though she is a ghost, she's led you to this place of betweens. She can kill you here, I think, and happily will. What is happening? I mean, we're going to go battle a bear. You sound almost cavalier. Most of the time, I thought I was losing the game, because it's 0 days left. I'm confused what's happening. I'm a woman who lets her eyes pick her path. I mean, people have said that about me, and it's in some ways true. I could stand here longer if you want, and I wouldn't blame you for wanting me to. They also say I wear moonlight well, but my heart's decided. Following the curving land, once more Lyrian spots a shuffling ghost light that hews through night. How sad to walk alone in dark. Only a roving remember where once you ruled. Vars is full and empty. The tree, the hill, the plant, the stone. All expected geometries are there. They have the heft of shadows, the scent of silence. Lyrian in the bear's great shape. Go on, threading through this labyrinth of darks and impressions, until at some meaningless point in its course, the tired phantom goes no more. She stills. You and I are bound together some way, The bear turns with a noise like a small sweeping wave on a calm coast. You are dead. Why do you still go around suffering? Waiting. So. We'll leave, both of us. We'll leave here. Home to the good green world. Leave your long hunger in the dark here. It'll seep into absence. Why she makes this claim, Lyrian's not even sure, but she recognizes the truth as it leaves her mouth, and the phantom stares. Just stares. There's always been room for a bear, you know, in this dreaming heart of mine, and I will. I'll do that for you, you know, breeze and the sighing trees and the heat of sunrays. The taste of fish. I'll only insist we use my body, of which I'll be the master, But then speeding, solidifying, swelling, Emmerwick, the mightiest bear ever to walk this range, heaves up to her hind paws. I guess you want me to prove these little bones fit. And I guess I'll have to. We have to kill a bear. Okay. Bring it. Wait, I'm over here now. Stop knocking me away. Very rude. Alright. Larian gets Lion Fall. Or somebody gets Lion Fall. You get Lion Fall? Don't be ashamed. This is what happens when I'm challenged. Oh shit. Are we a bear now? Close now to sweet air, bird song, strong-legged river woman. Show some spirit, bear. In this life, you mostly just have to charge ahead. As she enters, Larian knows the feeling of having company in her heart. Frelnock. You've made a promise. You're taking her with you. What will happen here? I mean, to you. Me, myself? Me, I'll finally just rest. I'll just rest, finally. A bite of my life's bread is all you need. Make sure to tell me what you think of it before you disappear. Larian met us where the way starts to climb. Vanished in the night is what she did. Hey, what's with the face paint? Wait till you hear her story. Let's get our things together. I'm sure the Firelight version will be better. Good night, then, and good fortune go with you to the well-contented end. May it be peaceful and distant. 0 days remaining. Dismiss. We fought to the end of summer, took all we could handle. We were delayed, we were hurt and hobbled. I think that was just like a random event that happened on the night before this timer ran out. We were slow. Reports now say the Gorgons are receding. Maybe they got what they wanted? Maybe they did, but it doesn't change anything. A clash is coming. Chapter 2 is complete. Wait, I didn't die? My victory has undermined the enemy's plans? That's not... What? There are times Larian would go out to stand in the wet, when the forest would trickle and pine needles glitter and the fragrant rain find its way down among boughs. Keeping a bear in your heart, how hard does it get? Life is made unlonelier, which I'm finding is an alright thing. Kentara and Lathluck's wedding followed river tradition. They placed painted stones in a boat to represent all the cares of their old lives. Then they sent it downstream. I'm tempted to go for a swim right now. How about you? How about we come back after the feast? I'm sure I'll have to wash whatever you eat off you. When Varen told the Silvervein sages that Lythramhenge was restored, their leader nodded curtly, and the other sages set back out for it without a word. He'd be curt nods the height of gratitude in their order. Lathluck carried one large bedroll upon his back, Dentara a jug of wine on hers, and they snuck off to the hills for some time to enjoy the views in each other's company. Uvi was acquired by a family of cats for a few seasons. She would watch them stalk birds in the mornings and eventually reach the conclusion that cats are terrifying. Larian's son has reached adventuring age. Jowlek has joined the Twitch chat of Iniquity as a warrior. Alright. We advance Larian's transformation by giving her a bear arm. Sure. We get to upgrade gear. Can you have some armor, please? And Jowlek already has leveled up stuff. Sweet. Here, have a throwing axe. I guess you could say that I believe that Larian has The right to bear arms. What's my offhand? A dagger? And that way I can have one of these. Alright. Some storms batter, compromise, and combative neighbors. Grudges are no shelter in bitter weather. The rains had been falling for a full week, with brief interludes of tense massing clouds and dripping branches. Mountain snows melted and water roared from the heights. The seas whirled and wrung at the shores, flung waves ever further. Rivers conquered their banks and marched wider. Valleys turned to huge brackish lakes. Lowland woods and the dams of dry times were swept away as creatures of all shapes and kinds sought escape from churning floods. You think our Ulstrix poisoned the weather after all this time? Why? How? With what? I'm telling you, it's, well, who else could have done this? I've seen things in the wild, stuff you can't explain. And, oh, someone at the door. A strange party of visitors begs a fire. They appear to be on edge here in a common dwelling, and also very soggy. Arnon, you say we're natural allies. Care to explain? The haggard man behind the horns, calling himself Arnon, takes a long breath and turns to address Lathlock and the rest. Ask my wife. Ask my wife, she sent me. Can you believe that? At my advanced age, I grew up here. In Samstarstram, you know? It looks different. These two underlings shift and resettle their garments as they dry out. Must be all the splitting. You know why the... No, everybody knows. It's those tentaclasts, the Gorgons. They'll bring ruin on us all. Which Gorgons? They're blue. It checks out. But I mean, who's there? The Gorgons are flooding the world. They've set it in motion and it can't be stopped almost. How? None of this should be possible. I mean, the rain, the melt, the sea. You're right. It shouldn't be. The great balance should be unassailable. But somehow they've thrown it over. So the torrents fall, the seas thrash, the soil seeps black down our warrens. It is Ulstrix. I knew it would be. Ulstrich? No, it's the Gorgons, I'm saying. The beasts have our warren hemmed in. My wife's inside, dry and warm. You need to talk to her. Hemmed in, but you slipped by them? It's why it had to be me. I'm mastered looping the light. I tend to be missed. And you have some kind of good faith offering, or... I've got some mushed bread. You don't want my Jew cheese. He certainly gives us an option. A strange one, but this weather, these floods, what else can we go on? If you want to watch the world sink beneath a rising sea, watch all land things perish, then you're exactly where you need to be. But if you see sense... Arnon thuds a lump of soaked fabric on the table. Here's a... Oh, it's wet. I mean, it's a map. Sorry, it'll dry all crinkly. Follow the map, come to our warren. There, learn for yourselves how you can deflect this drowning doom, and these lands all save. The shadows deepen. Meet Arnon at Carbeld's Cavern. A tile will flood in 75 days. Meet Arnon at Carbeld's Cavern. Alright. Doesn't matter at all. Because, I mean, honestly, I shouldn't have even bothered to do that. Ron's restless and follows a promising poster. Opportunity. Don't I feel like I kind of have to, like, finish the game? Right? Wait, also, where'd the thing go? Wait, it's gone? Wait, where'd it go? Oh? I'm confused. The tile is flooded. I don't know. I guess I'm not doing that. I didn't think I clicked dismiss. Maybe I did. Nice. Now we go here. Let's go. Incursion. Okay. Fight. You're not good though, and you are good. 35 days travel time. Alright, whatever. I just want to do the things now. If I lose the campaign, I lose the campaign. There's so much stuff. Ambushed. I didn't know Lathlock could get ambushed by himself. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I'm just gonna run out. Easy. Just leave next turn. I probably could have won that. Wait, you're over there now. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna stop playing. I just like... I thought I was going to lose and then it didn't kill me. And I lost so much respect for it when that happened. Let's play a potato.